What is the best education system for the future of our children? Where can I get the best education for my children? When they grow up, will they be a good person and a good Muslim? These are some of the concerns parents have, especially for those with small children. These are also the same questions my wife and I had. From there, the idea of opening a holistic education institute using the Montessori method came to life with Brainy Bunch. The main mission of Brainy Bunch is to train and nurture 1 million children who are obedient to the commandments of Allah and practices the sunnah of the Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. There are 5 main things that are nurtured in students of Brainy Bunch. Love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, love of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, love to parents, love of the heaven, love of the ummah. A school that uses the Montessori method is different from a school that uses a traditional method. The Montessori method believes that children do not need to be forced to learn, and this system of education is very fun. With that, students are always motivated to learn. This concept is very suitable with the fitrah of a child which yearns for a positive environment in teaching and learning. Through this method, the potential of a child can be developed and their self-confidence can be improved. Each class has only 15 children. This is to ensure that teachers can give their full attention to students during the teaching and learning session in class. The Montessori method combines 3 age groups in one class, which are 6-year-olds, 7-year-olds, until 9-year-olds and beyond. This concept allows all the students to lead and mentor the younger ones. The use of English as a language of instruction during the process of teaching and learning in school is a decision made to master the current world language. We do not give the title teacher, but we use the title auntie and uncle at Brainy Bunch because teachers are a part of our family. The best of man is the one most beneficial to others, a hadith narrated by Muslim. At Brainy Bunch, we believe that each child has a big potential to become someone successful and useful in the future. As parents who love and care for their children's education, we have to find a method and a school that is the best for our children. With a complete education, inshallah, we will be able to produce children who want to be as great as Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, Umar al-Khattab, and Abdul Rahman bin Auf, who used their wealth for Islam and the Ummah. Let's all change for our children's future. Give them a chance to become a preacher of Allah, continuing the work of the prophets, calling people to obey Allah and follow the way of the Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam through the guidance of the Sahaba and the Salihin. Give the best to your children. Register now at www.brainybunch.com/register.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. All praises be to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the most gracious, the most merciful. Good evening and welcome to another virtual open day here on our FB Live. And of course, my name is Auntie Charisma for those of you who don't know me yet. And a special shout out goes to all the parents, students, teachers, and staff of Brainy Bunch who are here to listen to our sharing session tonight. Now, you will be learning more about Brainy Bunch. So if you are our existing parents, thank you for joining in. And if you are our new parents or interested parents, I would like to welcome you here on our FB Live. Now, if you have any comments, suggestions, feedbacks, please do not hesitate to drop your questions on the comment box. And if you are our parent, please mention the names of your children so I can give a shout out to them. And which campus do you send your children to? If you are our staff, please also put your names there so I can give a shout out to all of you watching right now. So let us start with our shout out for tonight. Yes, hello to Assalamu alaikum to each and every one of you. Auntie Claire is here. Auntie Tinifa. Yes. Who else is here? Auntie all right. Auntie Mira from Brainy Bunch, Kota Kinabalu. Okay. Auntie Fathin. Yes. And Auntie Alia from BB Equine Park. Hello. Auntie Zoo from Bandar Kinrara. Yes. Oh, this is your attendance, by the way. Auntie Soraya from BB Sri Damansara. Auntie Anisa from BB Kalana Jaya. Auntie Ika, of course, one of our division managers. Auntie Aisha from Brainy Bunch Kamaman, all the way from Kamaman. And also Auntie Mira from Brainy Bunch Kerte. Yes. Auntie Nurul from Brainy Bunch Pandan Inda. Yes. Auntie Soraya. Is this our auntie from Brainy Bunch Sri Damansara, if I'm not mistaken? Auntie Nasuha from Brainy Bunch Danay Alam. Auntie Azi from Brainy Bunch Bandar Kinrara. Auntie Hidayah from Kwantan Campus. Yes. Auntie Suraya, yes, correct, from Sri Damansara. Auntie Sue from Bandar Sri Permaisuri. Auntie Ima from Dungon. Auntie Wawa from Kankar Pulay. Auntie Tika from Sagambut. Yes, Auntie Biha is also here. Auntie Lina from Brainy Bunch Sri Sardang. By the way, Auntie Biha Nabiha is also one of our division managers for our out-of-town campuses. And then Auntie Ella from BBPM. Oosh, where is this BBPM, Auntie Ella? Auntie, okay, this one is parents. Okay, hello, Puan Yasmin. Her son is Putra Adrian Zafran from Brainy Bunch, Bandar Kinrara. Okay, Auntie Amir from Brain Bunch Kalana Jaya. Auntie Annie, one of our division managers. Auntie Fathin from Brain Bunch Bandar Kinrara. Wow, Bandar Kinrara is leading, ladies and gentlemen. Uncle Fami from Danay Alam. Thank you. Auntie Ima Bibi Kinrara. All right. Auntie Ili from Danay Alam. And yes, Putra Makota, Auntie Ella. And Auntie Mala from Cubang Querian. Wow. Full name, Auntie Carisma de la Cruz. Auntie Ira from Sungay Bulo. Auntie Nurin from Puncha Jalil. And Auntie, what is this? Leah from Brain Bunch, Dongon. Thank you so much to all our teachers for being here. And I do hope that not only our teachers are going to learn this, relearn this, but of course our parents. So aunties, please share this with your parents group so that they are informed of what we have in Brainy Bunch. Now, as I've mentioned previously, that this virtual open day is a series of episodes where you will learn a lot of our curriculum, our system, and our events, inshallah. Our topic is focusing on the Brainy SPICE for now, for these episodes. But later on, we will be tackling about handling your children, parenting tips, and a lot more. And of course, I would also like to inform everyone that we are live on our TikTok as well. And of course, in our YouTube and our FB, of course. Now, last week, Who can tell me, if you really watch me weekly, what is what was our topic last week? Auntie Alia, maybe you can um what do you call this? Answer the question. Okay. Now our topic last week was EPL and sensorial. Yes. Okay. Hello, assalamualaikum to the mommy of Anas from Brainy Bunch, Kota Warisan, Puan Farah. Auntie Shah from Bibi Kerte. Hello, hello. Okay, so as I've mentioned, our topic last week, we talked about EPL and sensorial. I do hope that you basically have an idea of what EPL and sensorial is. Of course, if it's EPL, it's the what do you call this? The exercises of practical life, where we have 6 categories. Of course, our ground rules that we teach in our school. I hope that I am clear. My audio is clear. Please tell me if you cannot hear me. Okay. Of course, we also have care and respect for self, care and respect for the environment, our fine motor skills under which we teach them pouring exercises, transferring, open and close, threading, how to set the table, all these life skills, classroom skills, cutting skills. We teach all of this to your children. Now, for sensorial, the word sensorial, senses, we teach them and develop the senses using different apparatus, right? Now, of course, in Brainy Bunch, we have what we call our target plan. All right. I think Uncle Bad can show a sample of our target plan. Here, as you can see, we have the spice. You have the spiritual, physical, intellectual, you have the creative, and the emotional part. Now, as I've mentioned, we already finished spiritual, physical. Now we are tackling on intellectual, but by subject. And today, we are going to be tackling about language literacy. Okay. Now, the language technique used by Montessori is highly structured, beginning at infancy and continuing throughout a child's education. Language is taught in a highly systematic way. Exposing newborns to a range of languages is a top priority for Montessori educators and parents. Now, if you are a parent who is expecting, talk to your children, talk to your baby inside your womb. Okay? Uncle Bud, I think we need to move back one slide. Yes. Okay. Here first. Now, language development is ingrained in everyday life and therefore encouraged in a Montessori classroom through freedom of conversation, self expression, and communication between peers, children, and adults. Now, um, this is what I always tell our teachers as well. Do not talk to your children or to the children as if you are talking to baby, right? Baby talking. I don't want that. You need to converse to these children as if you're talking to an adult. Okay? Why is that? Because children, they are now open. Their brains are like sponge. I always tell this also, that their brains are always is a sponge that will absorb whatever knowledge you will give them. Now, if you pronounce certain words, for example, oh, this is your bottle, then of course your child now will also pronounce the word as how you say it. So your enunciation, your pronunciation, the choice of words that you use is very important, because these children are listening to you as early as, baby, infant. Okay, so especially our play school children, where they still cannot pronounce the words and enunciate the words clearly, do not copy how they talk. You must encourage them to say it and be able to pronounce the word clearly. Okay? All right. Now, literacy development is nourished by social interaction with caring adults. Who are the caring adults? Of course, the parents and the teachers, whoever is within your home and within the school. Now, educators can develop their students' understanding of reading and writing by helping them build literacy knowledge and skills through the use of engaged learning activities. That's why in Brainy Bunch, we use all these Montessori apparatus that will help your children develop their language literacy. Okay? Now, Dr. Maria Montessori referred to the child's growth from emergent to being fluent in literacy as total reading. Now, this is influenced by a number of factors, namely their continuing learn literacy development, of course, their understanding of literacy concept, and efforts of parents and teachers to promote literacy. Okay, I hope that is not so heavy. This is the start of our topic. Later on, you will be looking at my slides and you will be learning more about language literacy, inshallah. Okay, now before we continue, let's give a shout out to, okay, where was I the last? Okay. Auntie Shira from BB Kota Kinabalu, and Kogi from Colombia. Hello, good evening to you. My Sarah Wahida. Okay, Juan. Thank you so much. Salayang Baro, Auntie Shah from Bibi sa Tebrao. Okay, Auntie Fatin from Putrajaya campus. Auntie Nana from Kuala Terengganu. I'm going back, Uncle Bad, sorry. Okay, and then Auntie Azi from Dungon. Thank you for saying that it's clear because I'm not using any mic at all. Okay, Auntie Tini is here, one of our division managers. Auntie Auni from Gongbada. Auntie, who else? We have here Auntie Tira, Auntie Alia, Auntie Lala, Auntie Ain, Auntie Leah, Auntie Kila, Auntie G from Equine Park, all present. MashaAllah. Thank you so much. Okay. Atika. All right. Almost forgot. It's okay. Assalamualaikum. Walaikum salam. Sir Andre Lerwan. I hope that is correct. Okay, Auntie Sarah from Gongbada. Sri Gomba is here. Auntie I from Gombada. And then Prima Sri Gomba. Oh, Auntie Atika. Okay. Auntie Nisa from Gombada. Auntie Mia from Kota Kinabalu, Auntie Siti from BRP, Auntie Isma Section 23, and Auntie Leah from Kuantan. Okay, now moving forward, I hope that you are here with me. If you are, I do hope that you are writing notes, especially to our teachers, so that you don't forget this. Okay? Now, Montessori teaches that children learn language naturally. This is because they are guided with activities and materials. Now, the parent's role is to provide a stimulating environment and individualized activities based on their child's developmental needs. Okay? As you can see here, it says that language development is ingrained in our everyday life. It's not only for children, it's for all of us. Be the language in English, in Arabic, in Bahasa, in Mandarin, It's all still language development because we have the freedom to converse, to express ourselves, to communicate with each other. Okay? So I do hope that we encourage our children to talk more. Okay. Montessori teaches the children learn language naturally, as I've mentioned a while ago. Now, can we move to the next slide? Auntie Ikin from Gombada, Auntie Rifat from Hi, Auntie Rifat, I miss you from our Brainy Bunch, Bangladesh. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Send my love to the children. Okay. Now, in our play school and primary classrooms, we expose our children to songs and poems. I think you need to go back to our previous slide, Uncle Bud. We have what we call our alphabet fun. It's not there. It's okay. We have our alphabet fun song. You can go to our to a YouTube channel, maybe the next one, the YouTube channel. I mean, in YouTube, you can write down alphabet fun song. This is very helpful for your children. You can play this inside the car when they are waiting for you, while you're doing your grocery, or any day, anytime. Please play this to your children, especially if your child is still in play school. Okay, as I've mentioned, we need to expose them to a lot of nursery rhymes and songs, poems, and you can even teach them any song that you know from your childhood. Okay, now these are all examples of our nursery rhymes. I'm a little teapot. I hope that you know how to sing this song. Or do you want me to sing this song for you tonight? No. You put your right foot in. Where is the man? 10 little ducks. Incy wincy spider. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. This is just an example. There are a lot more, thousands of nursery rhymes and songs that you can search. You can just go to YouTube and type in nursery rhymes, right? Auntie Ika, you want me to sing? Okay. Now, in language, we have what we call the graded phonetic reading scheme, which capitalizes on the effectiveness of reading through sound recognition. That's why it is important for your child to listen to the alphabet fun song. Okay, now this method is very effective than many other methods when rote memory is used, because in Montessori phonetic reading, the children use their minds to blend the sounds of the letters to form words. Reading aloud to your children also facilitates oral language, cognitive skills, concepts of printed words, and phonemic awareness. So we are teaching them the sounds first. Okay, let's move to the next slide. Okay, so learning to communicate to an audience should start in preschool, because this will develop their speaking abilities, where they can speak clearly and confidently, introducing themselves. Imagine our year-end concert where we had our MCs, our child MC, and they just stood there, and then even our hadith, they were confident, they were able to um, memorize their scripts, or even read the scripts. They were able to enunciate and speak clearly, confidently. It's nerve-wracking to be in front of the stage. Now, for them to be able to manage to say their part during the year-end concert, mashallah, my heart always melts. They also are able to offer descriptive details. Now, how do they do this? We have what we call the mystery bag, where they will get items and they will just feel the item inside, and they will be able to Tell if the object inside is hard, is it soft, it is long. So that is also offering you details, preparing the information they wish to share. This is done during our show and tell, where we give topics to our children and they prepare themselves to talk and give information in front of the class, answering questions which are directed to them about the information they have shared. So after our show and tell, or after storytelling and conversation, we do have question and answer. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, now this is now all our didactic materials in language subject. So we start by teaching them vocabulary, and this is using the initial sound boxes. Now, as you can see here, we have box A, B, and K. And for example, here on the right side, you have the box A, or A box, wherein we have 6 items inside that box. Now, that 6 items, the teachers will be introducing the names of these items, and they will be asking if they can show where is that item. That is our second period lesson. And of course, the third one is for them to identify the name of the items inside that box. So imagine if we have 26 letters in our alphabet, then you multiply that into 6 items in each box. Your child will be learning 156 vocabulary, right? Vocabularies, words. We do not cut the words. If the word is rhinoceros, if the object is rhinoceros, we call it rhinoceros. We do not say rhino. We do not say hippo. Okay? If it is an alligator, it's not alley, it's an alligator. All right? And this is not only in our language, but in all of our subjects. If the shape is a curvilinear triangle, if it is a quatrefoil, we mention the name. We do not cut the words. So I do hope that our teachers and our parents do not cut the words. Okay? And do not let them continue your sentence, because that is not teaching them the proper way to say a full sentence. Okay, these are just tips that comes out, so I do hope that you take note and that you can learn from this, inshallah. All right, moving on. After these initial sound boxes, of course, our children, they learn at their own pace. So these children will get their own box. All right. The teacher now will introduce. We, as I've mentioned, we have the 3-period lesson. Next slide, Uncle Bad. Okay, this is an example of our play school. The picture on the left is our play school group where they learn sandpaper letters. Of course, children, they need to be the first step in teaching the child how to read and write is to ensure that he or she is sound conscious. Now, this means that the child is aware of the words are made up of sounds, and this individual sounds is what we call phonemes. All right, phonetics. Now, if the child is not exposed to a lot of singing, a lot of poetry, a lot of secret or mystery bags, he or she might find it difficult to discern sounds of letters. The Montessori language curriculum focuses much more on the sounds of the letters make rather than the names of the letters. So we do not say A, we do not say A, B, C, D. We sing that song, it's okay. But when you are teaching them how to read, we start by teaching them the sounds of the letters. Now, while knowing the names of the letters is also useful, children can confuse the names with the sounds, which can make the learning process more difficult than it needs to be. So, let us all do this together. Instead of you teaching your children ABC, teach them the sound of the letters first. And we use the sandpaper letters to also teach them how to write the letters properly. So while they are doing the stroke of the letter, for example, so from up we go down. While they are tracing the sandpaper letters, they are saying uh, uh. Okay, I hope that you understand what I am pointing at. Now, preschool children continue to explore and learn about their environment using their senses. That's why we need to use our sandpaper letters, because this involves multisensory, right? It involves the sense of touch, the sense of sight, and the sense of hearing. Because once they trace it, they feel the sandpaper letter, they feel the shape of the letter, they hear the sound when they say it, and they see the form of the letter. So it's a multi-sensory learning tool. Right? They were designed to integrate letter and phonetic recognition by touch, sight, and sound. Sandpaper letters are usually the first didactic material introduced to children that require them to associate a phonetic sound to any written symbol. It is an important stepping stone that lays the groundwork of reading and writing efficiently. Now, after this, when the child masters all the letters, now the child is ready to move on to the next level, which is involving our large movable alphabet. Can we show them what is large movable alphabet? Yes. Next slide, Uncle. Yes, this is our large movable alphabet. Now, this is a wooden box in the language area of a Montessori classroom. Now, this box is split into different sections to contain the letters of the alphabet. Now, the letters are loose, cut out in plastic, the vowels are in blue, and consonants are in red. Now, as you can see, the picture on the right is matching the sandpaper letter to the large movable alphabet, so that it's like transpiration. It's transferring what they know from the sandpaper letters to our large movable alphabet. Okay? I hope that this is clear to all our parents as well. I'm teaching you this as how I teach our teachers in school. So I do hope that you're learning from this as well. Okay, now after which we are now going to, of course, they master the sounds already. They know the sounds of the alphabet. They know the sounds of the consonants. Now we put this to multisyllabic word into syllabication. This is a decoding strategy in which students take two sounds and then put as one syllable. After decoding each syllable in isolation, the students works on them putting the syllables together verbally to figure out the word. Now, these are examples of the syllabication. This is a great way to gradually teach students to read longer words. Now, I know you will be saying that, oh, it's same as in BM, in Bahasa. Ba, baby, bo, ba. Is it? Ba, baby, bo, ba. Right? Now, of course, in language, in English, it's ba, baby, bo, b. Right? Ka, ko, k. Now, why is it that we do not have CE and CI? Because words with CE and CI, the sound will be S, right? It's not circus, for example, CIRCUS. It's not kirkus, right? So the words in English, we do not have CE and CI. All right. I mean, the sound is not k. It's the sound will be s. We have da de di do da, fa fe fi fo fa, not fa fe fi fo fu, fa fe fi fo fa, ga ge gi go g. Now move. All right, and so on and so forth. All right, and of course, this syllabication is a preparation for them to read longer words. Okay. Now the purpose of Pink series. Let's move on to Pink series. So after sounding, we have the syllabication. After the syllabication, we are now going to introduce them with Pink series. Okay, next slide, please. The purpose of our Pink level is to assist children in acquiring the skills of decoding words that contain short vowel sounds. This carefully curated collection is specifically designed to provide an effective learning experience and support children's language development in a particular area. As you can see here, I have Pink Box 1 and Pink Box 2. Remember, Pink series are three-letter phonetic words. I think this topic is a very timely because I know most of our campuses will be having their progress report this Saturday. And uh, parents, if you are listening, do ask your teachers about this. Pink series, this is three-letter phonetic words. Okay, using our didactic materials, using our large movable alphabet. Now, the Pink Box 1 is different from Pink Box 2 because in Pink Box 1, we have the objects, real objects that your children can see, can touch, can feel. Sometimes they even smell and taste what we have in the box. Uncle Bud, move back first. I'm in Pink Box 1 and Pink Box 2. Yes. And for example, the picture there, we have zip. So your child now will build the word zip and get the sound phonetically, one sound by one sound. Okay? So for example, zip, if we want to build the word zip, the first letter that they will hear is z. So they will now get z because they master the sounds of the letters. They are able to just get z efficiently. Then E, and then P. So now they're able to spell the word zip using our large movable alphabet. Now it's the same with Pink Box 2, wherein they will also use the large movable alphabet, but this now is with the card. It's no longer with the object. And each box will contain 6 items. All right. Now, pink box 3 now. Next slide, please. Now, pink box 3. All right. Pink box 3 now will involve. Uh, one more slide, Uncle. Yes. Pink box 3 now will involve the pitch, the object, and a card where your child now will be able to read and try to read letter by letter sound by sound, phonetically. All right. So, if, for example, the first object there is man, right? So the card m, a, n. So now the child will match the card with man on the object man. Okay. Now the difference between pink box 3 and pink box 4 is that in pink box 3 we have the object, and in pink box 4 we have the card and the word. Okay? The picture card and the word card. Okay, I hope that you don't get confused with this. I think it's very visible that these pink box 3 and pink box 4 is different. Although they are the same, they still are three-letter phonetic words. Then the next box will be our pink box 5, where your children will learn to read on their own. And once they're able to read all the words inside the box, they will say, "Oh, Auntie, I'm done reading." The auntie now will come and check whether the child is doing or reading it correctly. Okay? And of course, after that, we will be moving to pink picture cards. So again, the picture is there, and your child now will be matching the word card to the picture card. Okay, and there are six pink picture cards that your children will be learning. So, how many words will they learn in pink picture cards? 36 words. All right. So, it's building up vocabularies. Good. All right. Next slide, please. So, after this, we have what we call our pink word list, our pink sight words. Now, these pink sight words are the words that we do not read phonetically. Instead, we teach the children to memorize these words. Now, pink sight words are words that we use very frequent when we are conversing. For example, is, are, at, on, in, right? Has, you, I, me, he. He is used for boys, she is used for girls, we when we refer to all. All right. So these are the words that your children should memorize. And this is what we call pink sight words. Aunties and dear parents, if you have any question, please do not hesitate to put in the comment box, and I will try my best to answer your questions. Now, after all these pink word lists and pink side words, we are moving to phrases and sentences. Okay. So these are examples of your phrases and sentences. Again, matching it with a picture and connecting the phrases with a picture, connecting your sentences with the pictures as well. Okay. Now, what is the difference between a phrase and a sentence? Phrase are group of words that it's not complete. I mean, there's no complete meaning to it. For example, a red van. So, what is a red van? What is happening with the red van? Who is driving the red van? What is the red van doing? Where is it parked? You don't know, right? And it doesn't have any verb. Unlike when you say, the bed is big, you know that the bed is big, right? So it's complete. We teach our children to read phrases and sentences and identify whether it's a phrase or it's a sentence. And normally, of course, we teach them that sentences starts with big letter and ends with a full stop or a punctuation. Okay. So that is it for our pink series. Now, if we total up all the words that they will learn, they will be able more or less learn 488 words in pink series alone. So imagine that um, vocabulary that we are building for 4 to 6 years old. That is a lot, right? So I really appreciate our teachers when they put effort in teaching our children um, the language literacy. Okay, so after our sentences, we also have our books and booklets, and you can purchase them via our Malakat Mall, www.malakat.mall, and malakatmall.com. And of course, we also have our activity books. We have our own book. This is not, we buy it over from other companies, but we create our own book based on what we feel that our children need. Okay. Now that is for our pink series. It's the same also for our blue series. But then in blue series, this will be longer phonetic words. And of course, they will also learn blends. Now, what are blends? Blends are two consonants, okay, two consonant sounds that are joined together, two or three consonant sounds that are put together, okay. um in blue series, we also have our blue box 1, blue box 2. As I've mentioned, this is the same with pink box, wherein they have the object and then they will use LMA, our large movable alphabet, to build the word. And then in our blue box 2, there are pictures and they will use the LMA to build the word as well. Now, moving forward, we have blue box 3 and blue box 4, wherein they have the object and the word card. And then same with blue box 4, the picture card and the word card. Okay? Next, blue box 5, they will also be doing silent reading with all the words that we have here. And blue picture card, they will be matching the picture and the words together. Okay. Next, we have blue word list. And as I've mentioned, these are the words with blends. So, for example, as you can see here, BL. What are the words that has BL? Like bled, bless, black, block, blanket, blot. Okay, BR, brag, brand, broad, brush, broccoli, brick, so and so forth and so forth. Okay, so there are a lot of blends. We have ST, STR, CR, words that are longer. For example, happen, goblet, locket, jacket. These are all in blue series because they are still phonetically um, phonetically pronounced. So it means that we enunciate letter per letter, sound per sound. Okay. Next slide, please. Okay, so in blue series, we also have our blue phrases and blue sentences. So, of course, as I've mentioned, phrases and sentences, they're very different. But here we use words. See, pink blossoms in spring. See, who can read blossoms at 4 or 5 or 6 years old? If they master the sounds from the beginning. That's why it's very important to build their mastery in sounds first, because they will not look at the word and they will not know that it's blossoms if they do not understand the concept of phonetic mastery. Okay, some of I Maybe some, when they teach, they try to memorize the words. That's why we do not encourage our parents to read Peter and Jane, because they will be repeating until they memorize. It's not actually um, it's not really learning how to blend the sounds, but it's just learning how to memorize. So when they see the word Peter, they already memorize Peter is Peter, right? It's not even enunciating Peter, Peter. Okay. So next slide, please. Let's move on to green series. So in blue series, they will learn more or less about 484 words. So in pink, 488 plus 484, that's almost 1,000 words for our children to learn. Okay. Now, in green series, the reading scheme is when the children are introduced to phonograms, which is made up of two or more letter sounds, including the long vowel sounds such as A and I, A, E, O, A, U, E. For example, A and I. If we are reading words phonetically, RAIN will be read as Rain, isn't it? If it is phonetics. But in green series, we teach them that there are words that are pronounced as one syllable, as one sound. Okay, so now we teach them that A and I, the sound when we put them together is A. So RAIN will be now read as rain and not Rain. Okay, so other examples of A and I, we have train, nail, pail, sail, mail. There are a lot of words with A and I. So this is moving towards advanced diphthongs, digraphs. These are the words that your children will be learning in green series. Okay? And how do we build the words in green series is that we have the small movable alphabet. We have one box that is yellow and one box that is green. And if you can compare this to the LMA, it's really different in size. One LMA will be big and this one will be small. Okay, and the colors are different. LMA are red and blue, and this one green and yellow. Okay, next slide, please. All right, this is an example of box SH. Now, if we are teaching the SH box, box, we will spell S and H green. That's why the other letters will be in yellow. Okay, so now they will be able to spell words like shelf, fish, brush, sash. What else? Shop, shed. These are the words. Now, SH can be at the beginning of the word, or it can be at the end of the word, right? There are a lot of boxes that the children will be using, and there are sometimes in each box will have 6 or more than 6. Okay, so and again, building more vocabulary words for the children. Okay, next slide, please. We also have our green word list. Okay, see, look at the example here. P and H. Now, this one, we are going to teach the child that P and H, when you combine it together, the sound will be F. So it's like dolphin, elephant, pamphlet, right? Alphabet, phonics, phlegmatic, prophet, orphan, telegraph. So this is now teaching them that sometimes words are spelt and pronounced differently. Now, for example, flute. We do not say flute, lute, rude, rule, right? Plume, june, prune. We do not now say the E, all right? And but the spelling is U and then a letter and E. So it's like flute, lute, rude, crude, etc., etc. Okay? Yes, Assalamualaikum, Puan Nadira from BBPA. Okay, I think let's try to shout out our parents here and or our teachers. Auntie Lynn from Kubang Kerian, Auntie Shamimi from BBKD, Auntie Sue from BBSB, Auntie Dia from Kota Warisan, Che Beta from Kerte, okay, Auntie Fazila BBKD, Auntie Aspuncha Alam, Auntie Ain from Section 9 Bangi, Auntie Sue is here also, Auntie Dia from RC, okay, all aunties, Puan City Adawia, and Auntie Wina from Kamaman, and Auntie K from Kota Kinabalu. Auntie Ella from Banting is here as well. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you are learning more and more. Now, as our teachers, I hope that you are, trying to practice reading, especially our green word list, because it will help you. I personally train myself and read and read and read these words every time I am free. Okay, I read with the children as well. Okay, now moving to the next slide, please. After our green word list, of course, we will have our green phrases and green sentences. Okay, all right, and next slide. Now, in green series, a total of 249 words will be learned. Okay. I think Uncle Bud's slide is different from mine. It's okay. Now, after all the pink, blue, and green, we also introduce the children to grammar. What? 6 years old can learn grammar if your child is also fast at 5 years old and finish all green boxes, all green sentences until there. We are going to move forward to teaching them grammar. Now, in grammar, okay, grammar, the meaning of grammar is the study of the rules and principles of language. It includes words, sounds, sentences, and other elements are combined and interpreted. It also refers to the knowledge and usage of the preferred forms of expression in language. Now, in grammar, I think because we have problem with our slides, but in grammar, in Montessori grammar, we teach our children the function and parts of speech. Okay, using different symbols. I wanted to show it to you, but it's different slide from Uncle Bad. But okay, we teach them, for example, parts of speech, nouns. So this is just a sample wherein they have the nouns. What are the things at home? What are people noun? For example, mom, dad, sister, brother, friend, uncle, aunt, neighbor, cousin. We also teach singular and plural nouns. We teach them vocabulary words using farm nouns. We also have article and adjectives. We teach them articles and adjectives. Next slide, Uncle. Okay. Articles, the, and. Adjectives are words to describe. It can be shape, it can be a color, it can be anything that will tell you something about a certain object, a certain material. Okay, we also teach them verb. Next slide. All right. Now, verbs are action words. We teach them, we ask them to act it out, and there are a lot of activities. These are just examples so that you can see what we have in our campus. If you noticed, maybe Uncle, can we go back to noun? The cards are also color coded. Okay, nouns are in black, adjective articles are in blue, verbs are in red. So there are meanings to it. It's not only we want to print it in that color. Montessori is very structured. There are sizes of the cards, there are colors of the cards, because there are indirect objectives for that, and your children will be learning that later on. Okay, do you have my slide for language, writing? Next slide, please. Yes. Okay. Now, of course, in Montessori, we teach preschool writing, which begins with uh, insets of design and tracing. As you can see here in my slide, it is showing how to properly hold the pencil. If your child, or if the student, teachers, you can observe your children, your students, if they are holding the pencil as the pictures on top, that is marked X, meaning do not allow your children to hold the pencil that way. The correct way is the picture down with the check. Okay? Do not allow your children to hold the pencil differently, because they will be having problem in writing. Okay. Now, as I've mentioned, the Montessori method for preschool writing begins with tracing, begins with insets of design. Now, this can be viewed as a game and quickly develop the motor skills needed to hold and use a pencil correctly. Now, to try this at home, start out with tracing straight lines. So the sample here on the right side, straight line, horizontal, and then vertical, slanting lines, but it's still straight. Okay? So I encourage parents to do this at home with your children. And of course, you see, from simple to complex, now it becomes curved. It has many edges, right? Many steps. It's not only one stroke, but it involves 3 steps for them to be able to trace. And eventually, after that, next slide, your children now will be introduced to insets for design. As you can see in the picture, the teacher is showing the child how to do insets for design. Now, the child or must be able to trace the frame of the object, and the child now will be able to write lines inside the shape. Okay, next slide so that they can see the sample. Assalamualaikum Puan Wani from BTHO. All right. Auntie Shima is also here. So you can see here the sample is the one that is done by the teacher. And then next to it is the child doing insets of design. Okay. So that is exercise 1. It involves only one shape. Exercise 2, we have 2 shapes. Exercise 3 is outlining. All right. And then exercise 4, 5, and 6. As you can see, this is how we teach children writing. This is the start of their writing literacy. Okay. Next slide. Then eventually, your children will be able to, they're able or they're ready to write the letters. Okay. All right. Now, okay, let's give a shout out to Puan Nazira from BBBMC, Bandar Makota Cheras. Okay. All right. I think my slide is done. Now, because language is an integral involvement in the process of thinking, the child will need to be spoken to and listened to often. It's not only you talking, but you allow your children to talk. Even in school, allow the children to talk. When the child is like, auntie, 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 they will not call you or they will not ask your attention by tapping your shoulder and calling your name without them needing to talk. So encourage the children, listen to the children, listen to your children. Now, the children will need a broad exposure to language with correct articulation, enunciation, and punctuation. If, for example, the child is not able to pronounce the word correctly, you must repeat and repeat and repeat until the child gets it, until the child is able to say it clearly, able to pronounce it correctly. Okay? The child will need to experience different modes of language and to hear and tell stories. Most importantly, the child needs to feel free and be encouraged to communicate with others. You know, sometimes when you are in the grocery and they see another child, it's as if they want to talk to that child. Encourage them. Go ahead. Of course, with your supervision, right? You are there. You look at how your children will communicate with others. In school, that is the beauty of mixed age classroom because children are combined from 4 to 6 years old and they are able to express themselves differently because of their capability to express. Now, with the child's absorbent mind, the child by age 6 will have reached the third point of consciousness in language, where he understands that sounds and words have meaning and that these symbols can be used in writing. He will become fully articulate. He will be able to express himself in writing. He will be able to read with ease and have a full comprehension of the thoughts of others. Reading should be an exciting discovery for the child and can occur in similar ways as the child discovered writing. He may be looking at what he has written and realize that he can read what he wrote. You know, sometimes they try their best to, for example, you have occasion like birthday, and then they try to write mom, M-U-M. It's okay, they're trying their best. When reading discovered and not taught, the child can have lifelong love for reading. Reading allows the child to connect with the thoughts of others from the past and the present. It helps the child develop his personality and his intellect. The child will read to get information in the same way they see older children and adults of their society. Once the world of book is open to the child, sky's the limit. Some children are so excited by the ability to read. They will want to read, 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 and will do so at school and at home whenever they have time. So do not stop these children when they want to learn more. Encourage them. Give them that environment that is ready for them. Okay? Um, Auntie D from Puncha Alam and Auntie Kina from Bibi Kota Damansara. Thank you for being here. If you have any question, you may put at the comment box now before we end this live. And I do hope that you have learned a lot from this session. Language literacy is very important. The tip that I can give you is that parents, teachers, talk to the children as if you're talking to an adult. Do not talk to them according to their age, because children, they can adapt easily. When we mispronounce the words, when we misuse words, they will also misuse the words, because they will get it from us. Whatever we teach them, I told you, their brains are like sponge. It absorbs what we give them. So what what do we need to give them? We need to give them the best that we can give our children. Okay? All right. I think we do not have any questions. How about from our TikTok? I hope that you're all doing okay as well. Um, yes, Auntie Irna from BBKD and Auntie Fika from BBKD. Hello. Um, let us now make some announcements. Okay, Uncle Bud. Yes, we are going to have our BB Experience Day with the following campuses on December 2, BB Desa Tabrao, Bandar Baru Uda, Bangi Section 15, Taman Nonche, Taman Mesra, Bangi Section 9, BB Larkin, Saujana Impian, Kamaman, and Ipo. So if I mention those campuses, you may go and visit them, because we are open for our Brainy Bunch Experience Day. Okay. Now, recently we just concluded our year-end concert for Klang Valley, and this Saturday is our last year-end concert for 2023 for our out-of-town campuses. And this will be in Kelantan in USM, involving our campuses from Talipot and Kubang Kerian. So I do hope that you have fun with the YEC in our Kelantan campuses. Okay. This is, I think, my child loves, Uncle Bud, can we read this comment? Okay, I think from Puan Achu. She said that my child loves Auntie Nia so much from Bangsar campus. She really knows how to tackle children. MashaAllah. Alhamdulillah. Thank you so much, Auntie Nia. The children loves you so much. All right. So no more questions? Is everything clear? That is how we teach language subject to our children in Brainy Bunch. And inshallah, next week I will try to explain to you mathematics. Let's try if we can also tackle cultural subjects later on. Okay? All right. Now, again, I repeat this every week as per Dr. Maria Montessori. Education is a natural process spontaneously carried out by human individual and is acquired not by listening to words, but by experiences upon the environment. That's why it's very important that we prepare our environment, not only in school, but also at home. Read to your children. Play the alphabet fun song. especially if your child is still in play school. Um, Look at the plate number when you are driving. Ask them, do you know what are the sounds of the letters in the plate number? These are the things that you can do with your children while you are together. So it's spending quality time and effort in shaping our children's development and growth and learning. Okay, thank you again so much for joining me tonight. uh, and to all our teachers, keep doing what you're doing. I appreciate all of you. And Brainy Bunch loves all of you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good night, and I'll see you again next week for another virtual open day. And last thing, please don't forget to go to my YouTube channel, Auntie Charisma. Please like my YouTube videos because I know that you will be learning more from the topics that I put in my videos, inshallah. Okay? Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much. Bye. Good night.
Welcome to Brainy Bunch International Islamic Montessori Preschool, where your child's unique journey begins. At Brainy Bunch, we believe in nurturing young minds through the perfect blend of Islamic wisdom and Montessori principles. Our curriculum is tailored to instill a strong Islamic foundation, fostering a sense of identity, compassion, and faith. Coupled with the proven Montessori method, we focus on personalized and child-centered learning. Your child will explore, discover, and develop at their own pace, igniting a lifelong love for learning. Brainy Bunch is more than just a preschool. Our environment is designed to foster creativity, collaboration, and critical thinking. We prepare children not just for school, but for life. Our dedicated and passionate teachers are here to guide and inspire every child, ensuring they be the best version of themselves. Join us at Brainy Bunch International Islamic Montessori Preschool, where your child's brightest future awaits. Contact us today and let your child be the best of themselves.